What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is me, YoungHeat. This is the Beat Majors channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I make a jazzy hip-hop kind of beat. I don't know if you guys remember Biggie Smalls' 10 Crack Commandments.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
It's the 10 Crack Commandments.
That is the Biggie Smalls 10 Crack Commandments beat. That's like one of my favorite Biggie Smalls like beats or songs, but the beat itself though, because it's mad simple. I'm all about like finding samples. I used to find the samples that producers use that and go back and find the parts that they like didn't touch and be like, yo, like, why didn't you touch this? What's wrong with you? Like, this is hard. Like, this is crazy. So I found the sample of this song one day, just searching samples, and I was like, yo, that's the 10 Crack Commandments sample. So I went in, basically found the loop, chopped it up myself. I didn't necessarily chop it, I kind of looped it as well. This is actually the parts that I caught of the sample. That's one of the pieces that I have, and then I have another piece that I actually use, which is this piece. That's the loop that I use through the beat. I grabbed like other pieces. There's other parts of the sample that I grabbed, but I didn't really use those parts. So the first thing that I did was I laid down that loop, or I found the tempo of the loop, which is at 85 BPMs. After I only added just the sample, like the loop, sounds like this. And that's the loop, the main loop that I have pretty much going throughout the beat. Next, what I did was I went and I found some pretty cool drums. With the machine, Native Instruments has some really dope like drum sounds that comes with the machine already. So I used some of the drums from that. And these drums actually come from the machine MK1. That's what I had first when I made this beat. Now I have the MK3, and it basically, I just saved all my sounds that I liked from the first MK1. Grab this snare from the MK1. Really dope snare that I liked. So what I did was I pretty much laid that down first. I'm gonna pull everything in one by one just to kind of show you guys how I built this beat up, this jazzy hip hop beat. And so we start off with the loop first, and we got the snares going at the same time. And it sounds like this. Then I go in and I added in this hi-hat in there. Then what I did was I found this dope kick. Shout out to Illmind. This came from one of his kits. The kick is called Great Life. So if you have any of the Illmind packs, this kick came from the Illmind pack, and the kick pattern goes like this. I like open hi-hats. Open a hi-hat always like, it always just makes me feel good when I hear an open hi-hat for some reason. So I added an open hi-hat in here, and it sounds like this after I put that pattern on there. Then what I went ahead and did was I added a shaker in the drum pattern. It already has hi-hats, but the shaker just adds like a little extra flavor, and it's not like all the way through the pattern. It's like in certain little spots, and it sounds like this. Now, what I like to do as well sometimes is like layer my sounds, because it makes it sound a lot better when it's layered, and it's something that the normal ear won't hear, but they won't know that it took you 3 or 4 open hi-hats or snares or kicks to make that one tight kick. So the normal ear won't hear these type of things, but for producers, we know that we stacked 4 hi-hats, or we stacked 4 kicks, or we stacked 4 open hi-hats. So I added this extra open hi-hat on top of the open hi-hat that I already had. It's a little bit more thin, and it gives it a better top layer. You probably won't be able to hear it, but I'll play it just so you can kind of see what I mean. And actually what I'll do is I'll mute out the drums, the kick and the snare, just so you guys can kind of hear what it sounds like. Now, lastly, what I did was I added 2 extra snares on top of the snare that was already there, just to kind of give it a little extra flavor. Like I said, I like to stack my sounds, I like to stack my my instruments and my things like that. That just makes them thicker. And there's one more element that I did add in the beat, which in a lot of old school hip hop, classic hip hop, what they would do is, back in the day, we didn't have the VSTs or certain basses, or we couldn't take a bass player and have them hook up to our equipment and have them just play live over our track. We had to take the sample, and we had to filter it, take out the high end and only have the lows, take out the lows of the normal sample, of the top sample, and only have the highs of that sample. So what I did was, I have the loop here with a filter on it, and only the low end, no high end. So it sounds like this. That really makes a whole difference in the track. So I'm gonna play everything together so you guys can hear it, and then let's just get into it. And that, my people, is how you make a jazzy, groovy, hip-hop beat. I know this wasn't really a beat making video, more of a beat breakdown, but I just wanted to show you guys this beat and how I put it together, and how you can do the same thing as far as making a jazzy hip-hop beat. So I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you comment, you like, hit that bell notification so you don't miss any more of these videos right here and tutorials. Until next time, y'all, I will holla. Peace.